Hey everybody, welcome to day 4 of Central Park Yoga's virtual yoga classes. Today I'm going to be working through probably a good blend of light vinyasa and a little bit of gentle in there as well. I don't think that you'll really need too awful much for today's practice. Just your mat. If you do have a pillow, maybe grab that. Another option, if you don't have a bolster, would be any kind of a blanket. And what I would ask you to do is fold the blanket and then roll it. So if we roll it up like this, it can be used as a prop, for an example, underneath the knees when we're lying down. Also, I'm going to try to work through some stuff where we're on the knees maybe a bit. So if your knees tend to get a little sore, just directly on the mat, you could always unroll the blanket and then put your knee on the blanket just for some extra padding. We're gonna just actually start on our seat. So just finding a comfortable seated position. Rocking side to side, allowing our sit bones to root in. Closing the eyes if we're comfortable with that. And just allowing our shoulders to peel down and back. Allowing our mind and our body to begin to settle in for our practice together today. Letting go of the thoughts that do not serve us, the things that we cannot control. Just letting any of those thoughts drain away from the mind. Allow the body to begin to soften and relax. Maybe scanning the body, softening through your forehead and releasing the muscles around your eyes and around your ears. Allow your jaw space to unclench. Release your shoulders down and let your arms just be heavy. Loosening up through our spine and our hip space. Going a little deeper inward, beginning to just concentrate on how our breath is today. Is it short? Is it rapid? Maybe it is really free-flowing and feeling good today. Whatever we're starting to notice about our breath pattern, let's start to try to extend the breathing. Allowing the breath to flow, just starting out in and out through the nose. Setting up the Ujjayi Pranayama. Filling up completely on the inhale. Releasing slowly on the exhale. Remembering to restrict your throat space just a little bit and allow your tongue to float in the mouth, or you could float the tip of your tongue towards the roof of the mouth. It just helps to keep the jaw relaxed. Maybe today just zoning in on the sound of the breath. That ocean-like noise, or maybe it kind of reminds you of wind through the trees. And once we begin to work into that breath pattern, we start to notice the engagement of the parasympathetic nervous system. The body starts to calm down, the muscles start to feel a little more calm and relaxed. The mind will start to feel more light, more clear. Today I just want you to continue to focus on your breath, and while we work through Vinyasa flow, we want the breath, the pranayama, to remain smooth. Smooth and free-flowing, right? So if we notice that the breath is starting to become shortened or rapid, we know that maybe we've gone a little too far with the physical body. So maybe just allowing ourselves at that point to take a break, maybe in a child's pose, whatever feels good on the body. But please listen to the breath. It will guide you. And as you find your next inhale, go ahead and just open up the eyes gently. We're going to keep our drishti, our gaze, down one side of the nose or towards the floor, so the eyelids are soft and relaxed. And let's swap the legs, just bringing whatever one's on top to bottom or front to back. And remember, when we're on our seat like this, if the body, particularly the knees and the hips, gets cranky, you sit on your prop. So sit on your blanket or sit on a pillow. It's just going to help lift the body up, allowing the knee space to relax. We're going to bring our hands together and just rub them like this. Now when you're ready, we're going to take our hands and bring them over the eyes. Now bring the hands together and rub them. Bringing energy into the palms, into the hands, and activating it. So feeling warmth. Now we're going to take the hands, place them over the ears. We don't want the hands to touch the ears, however. Just cup them over the ear space. Feel the warmth or the energy radiating from the hands. And take a couple of breaths. Rubbing the hands again. And then we'll cover the entire face. A couple of deep breaths here. And when you're ready, let's bring our hands to prayer. Anjali Mudra, pressing thumbs into sternum. Focus back in the breath. Remembering to draw the navel in and then up when we're exhaling. So right at the end of the exhale, that belly button space is going to draw in and then up, engaging a Uddiyana Bandha. So the core body as well as the pelvic floor. And let's take our time and we'll move off the seat. Let's find our way to hands and then the knees. And just lining up our body on all fours. And bringing in cat and cow to start to warm the body up. Remember, press through the pads of your fingers to lighten the space in the wrist. As we inhale, lowering down the spine, we'll lift the tailbone and lift the head up. And exhale, rounding the spine towards the sky, tucking our tailbone, tucking chin. And inhaling, back to cow. Exhaling, rounding the spine to cat. Continue to move back and forth with your breath. Maybe close your eyes here. We want to notice the warming of the body. So feeling opening and release through our shoulders, our neck, our heart center, the spine. Let's go through one more set. Now inhale to a neutral spine. Let's exhale, sinking it back to Balasana, child's pose. Let's bring the knees wide, toes together. Allowing the hips to begin to open, resting our arms forward. And just let the head and the neck relax, forehead resting against the mat. Take a few moments here to just breathe, feeling the breath right in this low back space by the kidneys. If you're breathing deep enough, you're going to feel that whole space expand on the inhale. And inhale, let's rise up. And we'll lay back on all fours. We want wrists below shoulders and knees below the hips. We're going to take our left leg back, flex the foot, right arm forward, and hold here. Couple of deep breaths, softening the jaw. Crown ahead, reaching forward, so we don't want to look up and put pressure in the neck. Exhale, release down. Swapping to the other side. Right leg reaches back, flex the foot, so point your toes towards the mat. Inhale, left arm forward. Soften through the jaw. And deep breaths. Exhale and bring it down. We're going to take this a little bit further, so we're going to bring this movement a little bit more dynamic, moving with breath. So when we take an inhale, left leg reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Exhale, we're going to crunch in. So we're going to bring our elbow to the left knee. Now inhale, we're going to reach back up. And exhale, crunch it in. Then move with your breath. So reaching out, inhale. And exhale. Crunching it in. Inhale and reach. And exhale. Crunching it in. One more. And exhale, crunching in. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, release. Maybe take a moment and just move your hips a little bit side to side. And we'll go to the other side. Inhaling, right leg back, left arm forward. And exhale, we'll crunch it in. So elbow to knee. Inhale and reach. And exhale, crunching it in. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale. Move with your breath. Last one. And inhale, we'll reach. Exhale, release down. Move the hips a little, side to side. Let's go ahead and tuck our toes in. Engage the core body. Let's start our hips up and back, finding a downward facing dog. Find the alignment here. Fingers like starfish, outward rotation of shoulders. Bending knees, one at a time if we need. Stretching through the legs. Let's exhale, taking a look up. Bend your knees and step up towards your hands. Root your feet in at Tadasana, hips distance apart, relax your toes, rooting through the four corners of the feet. Then inhale, long in your spine, shine your heart and look up. Exhaling, Uttanasana, forward fold. Loosen up those shoulders, maybe move them around a little bit. Head and neck relax. Soften the jaw, and most important, breathe. The knees, bend them. It's totally fine. Allow the spine to relax. We're not so much worried about hamstrings at this point. Remember the engagement of the core body, so drawing the navel in and up. Protect the spine. Soften through your jaw. Find an inhale, lengthen, shine your heart and look up. And exhaling, forward fold. Head and neck, relax. Couple more breaths. Inhale, lengthen, shine your heart and look up. And fold, exhale. Now on the inhale, strong through feet and legs. Let's rise up slow, one vertebrae at a time. Arms coming with, we'll reach to the sky. And exhale, hands to pray. We can either keep our feet as they are in Tadasana, about hips distance apart, or we can bring our feet into Samasthiti. So big toes together in about 2 or 3 inches between the heels. We're going to take our shoulders peeling them down and back. And we're going to work through a modified Surya Namaskara A, which is Sun Salutation A. We're going to modify it the first time through. So as we inhale, we'll lift the arms. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge all the way down to our fold. Head and neck relax. Now find an inhale, lengthen your spine, shine your heart and look up. And we'll step back to a plank. Now, you want to push through the heels, core body engaged. Now exhale and drop your knees. Let's lower the body all the way down. Untuck your feet. Find an inhale and lift to cobra. Exhale and lower down. Bhujangasana, cobra, inhale and lift. And exhale, we lower. Inhale again. And exhale, we lower down. Tuck your toes. As you exhale, hips up and back. Find downward face. Couple of breaths here, long through the spine. Exhale and look up. Hopper step forward. Feet either in Samasthiti or Tadasana. Take an inhale, lengthen spine, shine your heart and look up. And fold. Exhale. Inhale, we'll rise. All the way up. And exhale, hands to pray. Inhale and lift. Exhale, we fold. Working through full Surya Namaskara, a head and neck relax. Find your inhale, lengthen, shine your heart and look up. And hopper step, find your plank. Exhaling, and we're going to work through Chaturanga. As you exhale, we're going to lower down towards the mat, elbows hug the body. As we inhale, we're going to lift the body up onto the tops of the feet. Now, if you look at me right now, my alignment is wrong if you look at my shoulders. We need to open up the shoulders. Maybe drop the head back, open through the heart. Toes in and hips up. And downward face. Couple of breaths. Exhale and look up. Hopper step it forward. Root the feet. Lengthen inhale. And we'll fold. Exhale. Rise with the inhale. And exhale, hands to pray. Again, inhale and reach. And we'll exhale, fold. Head and neck relax. Find the inhale, lengthen and shine your heart. Hopping our step, find your plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga, elbows hugging on the body, and we upward face on the inhale. Drawing shoulders down and back. Toes in and hips up. And we'll downward face. Take the inhale. Exhale, looking up, hopper step forward. Rooting feet. Lengthen on the inhale, shine your heart and look up. And exhale to fold. Now inhale, rising up. And exhale, hands to pray. One more, reaching up. And exhale, we fold. Arms in line with the ears, head and neck relax. Lengthen on the inhale, shine the heart and look up. And hopper step, find your plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga. Upward face on the inhale. And downward face, exhale. Find the breath. Soften through the jaw. Now we're going to take our right leg up, three-legged down dog. Now, keep your right foot flexed so that your hips stay rotated towards the mat. I apologize, you probably can't see my back leg. I'll scooch up. Now what you can do here is take an inhale, rise up onto left toes, and we can exhale, lowering heels to the mat. Inhaling, up onto toes. And exhaling, lowering heel down. Inhale, up on toes. And exhale, lower the heel down. Now find an inhale. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your chest and step through so that you come into low lunge. So we want to have a 90-degree bend in this right leg. Okay, that's really important. And we want to be on the toes of the back foot. Think about drawing your heel up towards the sky maybe. Pause here and breathe. Exhale, let's bring the left knee down and untuck the left foot. We're just going to kind of pull forward into the hips here. Please check that 90-degree bend in your right knee. So if you see my left leg, I'm not up on my left knee, okay? We're extending that left leg back. Couple of breaths. Maybe exhale and let your chin tuck in. On an exhale, let's draw the hips back. Straighten the right leg out and come onto the right heel. Do not lock that right knee off. Think about a micro bend there. I'm usually up on the pads of my fingers when I'm here. Find an inhale. And exhale, maybe hinging forward, tucking chin in. As we inhale, let's rock back forward. Exhale, tuck the chin. Couple more breaths, just breathing in the hip. Now when you're ready, we're going to inhale, drawing our hips back slightly. Let that right leg come back. Tuck your toes in. Exhale, hips up, and then downward face. Breathe here. Remember the drishti or gaze for downward facing dog. Should be back through the knees or towards the navel. Now we're going to switch sides. Taking the left leg up, inhale, flex the foot. Three-legged down dog. Now on an inhale, maybe rising on the right toes. And exhale, lowering heel down. Inhale, onto toes. And exhale, heel lowering down. Inhale, onto toes. And exhale, lower the heel down. Now breathe in. Exhale, knee to the chest. So left knee to chest, then step it through. Find your lunge. Now set up your low lunge first. So get the 90 degrees and that left leg. And when you're ready, drop down your right knee and untuck your right foot. So we're pulling or pressing into the hips slightly. Take a moment here. Inhale. And as you exhale, dropping chin and slightly. Now as you're ready, draw the hips back. Straighten out that left leg. Remember a micro bend in that left knee. And come onto the heel of the left foot. Find a breath here. And exhale, maybe hinging forward. Shoulders releasing from our ears. Inhale and rock back forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, tucking chin down. Now when you're ready, draw back a little with that right hip, or the hips rather. Left leg comes back. Tuck your toes and rise the hips up and down. Downward face. Couple of breaths here. Softening through our jaw. Head and neck should relax. Support from the shoulders, outward rotation. Exhale. Bend your knees. Let's bring them down to the mat. Untuck your feet. Come all the way up onto your knees. We're going to work through a gate posture. So stay on the left knee. Let's extend the right leg out. Toes point forward. Okay, so they're parallel. Now check your hips. Kind of make sure they're not super opening up to that right leg. If you want to take a look at me, well, this is what we don't want. We want to kind of bring the hips back into their neutral space. Now we're going to reach down the right leg, and as you inhale, left arm's going to come up. And then exhale, we're going to draw over towards that right side. Shoulders down. And deep breaths. Exhale, start to release. Let's inhale, bringing the body up. Okay, what I want you to do from here, bring that right leg in. So we're now back on both knees. Remember, if you need a blanket underneath the knees, that's fine. Step your left leg out at a 90-degree bend, okay? So your right leg should stay lined up below the hip, okay? So see if you can see where my right leg, my leg is pointing directly back. So what we're setting up here is kind of a mini Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. So just take your inhale, open your arms out, take your shoulders down, and breathe. We could also revolve our warrior. So let our right arm come down, left arm up. And as you exhale, just drawing back. Exhale, release, and inhale back to your mini warrior 2. Exhale, extended sign. So we're just doing modified versions of these postures. So we're going to go left arm to the left thigh. Make sure your palm is up. We're going to let that right arm reach around and then diagonal forward. Now check your side. Don't dump into it, okay? So kind of check that side body space. Maybe take your right hand, bring it down around your left side body, and kind of pull forward a little bit. And breathe. Exhale, find the release. Let's inhale back to Warrior 2 or mini Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, release it down. Let's bring the left leg in and we'll switch it off to the other side. So we started in gate. So our right leg's going to be as it is. We're going to extend the left leg out. Foot's going to point forward. Inhale, and we're going to reach right arm up. Exhale, reaching over to the left side. Shoulders down, keep space and opening around your ears. And breathe. Exhale, find your release. Let's inhale, back up. We'll bring our left leg in. Switching a little bit here, so setting up our mini Warrior 2 on this side. So let's bring the right leg up at a 90-degree bend. We want to keep this left leg right below the left hip, okay? Arms reaching out to a T. And looking over the right fingers. Couple of breaths here. Revolving the warrior, left arm down. Let's reach the right arm high. Find the breath. Exhale, drawing back. Open up through that heart center. Exhale, find the release, and inhale back to warrior two. Extended side, modified. So right arm to right thigh, let your palm face the sky. Left arm reaches around, then diagonals forward. So avoid this. Don't just open it like this. So actually bring it around and swing it through. Check the side. Are we dumping into the right side? Okay, so maybe take your left arm, reach around that right side body and kind of pull forward slightly. Exhale, start release. And inhale back to our mini warrior two. Exhale, arms release down. Bring that right leg in. We'll tuck our toes, drawing our hips up and back. Let's find downward facing dog. Lengthening out the spine. Drawing hips up and back. Softening through the jaw and straight through the shoulders. It's like we're pushing the floor away from us. Okay, we're going to exhale, bend the knees, bring them down to the mat. Let's sink back. Balasana, child's pose. Soften through the jaw. Release the shoulders and come back to the basics of the practice, the Ujjayi Pranayama. Now inhale, rising up. Toes tuck, hips lift, downward facing dog. Now we're going to take our left leg high to the sky. Inhale it up. Try to stack your hips open here. So left hip towards the sky. Maybe bend the left leg. Stay strong through your shoulders. Now inhale, extend the left leg up. Turn your hips towards the mat. When you exhale, lunge. So knee to chest, stepping through to low lunge. Now we're going to work from here into full Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Right heel's going to come down. Before you come up, check your alignment of your feet. So invisible line from that left heel to the middle of the right foot. Root in through the four corners of the feet. When you're ready, use your inhale to lift the body, okay? So we lift the body up into full warrior 2. Check your pelvis. We don't want to anterior rotate the pelvis. We want it to be neutral. Revolving warrior. So repeating what we just did, modified. So right arm comes down, left arm to sky. Inhale here. Exhale and draw it back. Deep breath, soften the jaw, creating space between the ears and shoulders. Exhale, find release, and inhale, warrior 2. Extended side, so left arm to left thigh, palm to the sky. Right arm's going to reach around, diagonally forward. Don't dump into that left side. Soften through your jaw. Exhale, find release. We'll inhale back to warrior 2. Find an exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Come to lunge, and that's plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward face. right leg to the sky. Inhale it up. Exhale, stack the hips. So right hip to the sky, maybe bend the right leg. Just breathe into the hips. Now inhale, straighten the right leg up. Turn your hips towards the mat. As you exhale, step the leg through. So we're setting up lunge on the other side of the body. Root your feet. Let that left heel come down. Set your feet up for Virabhadrasana 2. So heel to middle of the back foot, rooted heavily. Inhale, and let the body come up. Shoulders down. Revolving warrior, left arm down, right arm to sky. Breathe here. Exhale, and we'll draw back. Shutting through the heart. Exhale, find the release, and inhale the warrior 2. Exhale to extended side. So right arm to right thigh, palm up, and left arm reaches around to then diagonal forward. Check that side body on the right. We don't want to dump into it. Exhale, find release, and inhale up, warrior 2. As we exhale, hands to the mat. Find your lunge, then step to a plank. So bring the leg back. Exhale, hips up and back, finding downward face. Few breaths. Exhale, look up, bend the knees, and hopper step forward. Setting feet either in Tadasana or Samasthiti. Lengthen on the inhale, shine your heart. And fold. Exhale. Lead with the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to prayer. Okay. If you could, bring your big toes together about 2 or 3 inches between the heels. We're just going to work through a little bit of balance. Take your arms, let's inhale them up. As you exhale, bring your hands on top of your head. Take your shoulders down. Find a gazing point, so something right within your line of sight that is not moving, and keep your gaze there. Find your inhale. And when you exhale, let's just come up onto our toes. Don't hold the breath. Okay, on our next exhale, we're going to sit, but we're going to stay on our heels. So coming into Uttanasana, chair, but staying on our heels. So bending the knees, keep them together, and then we'll inhale our arms forward. Exhale, heels come down. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, stand it up nice and tall. Good job. Shake it out if you need to. We'll meet at the top of our mat. Feet rooted in, shoulders bent. Lifting, inhale. Exhale, arms in line with ears, all the way down. Head and neck relax. Inhale, lengthen, shine your heart and look up. And we'll hopper step to plank. Chaturanga as you exhale. And upward face on our inhale. Shoulders open, shine through the heart. Toes in, hips up. And downward face. Couple breaths. Exhale, let's bend the knee. Come down to the seat. We're gonna meet wide leg. Allow your sit bones to heavily root here. Engage your feet, so flex them so that your toes are towards the sky. Shoulders opening. Reach down the right leg. Maybe grab for the right big toe. Inhale, left arm up. And when you exhale, leaning towards the right. Shoulders away from ears, jaws soft. Fill up that left lung on the inhale. Exhale, begin your release. Inhale and rise. Shoulders up and up. Peel them down and back. Check your sit bones, are they still rooted? Reaching down the left leg, grab for the left big toe. Right arm up, inhale. And as we exhale, over towards our left side. Concentrating on filling up that right lung on the inhale. Exhale, beginning your release. Inhale and rise. We're going to fold one more time. We still want to keep our feet engaged here. So toes to the sky, hoping to activate the muscles in the legs. Open up your heart and shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Now exhale, moving from the pelvis and fold. So lead through your heart. You might just be up on your hands like this. A lot of us are. Let your head and your neck relax. You don't want to let your head totally come down like this. We want to pretty much keep it in line with the spine, okay? But kind of get your comfort here. You can always use your pillow or your bolster underneath your torso space if we wanted to. Allow the head and the neck to soften and breathe. Is the yogic breath still there? That Ujjayi pranayama. Exhale, we're going to start to release. So maybe just lift the head up a little bit. Inhale, walk the body up. Use your hands. And then bring your legs all the way in. Shake them out. So just shake the legs. Now we're going to take our right foot over our left leg. So just working into a twist here. We can stay just like this with the left leg forward. This will be a modification of Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fish. So we're going to take our left arm and hug it around our right knee, okay? Start to twist your torso to the right. Now take an inhale, lift the right arm high to the sky. And as you exhale, bring that right arm behind you like a second spine, okay? So it should be on the mat or on the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale and maybe twist a little deeper, looking over the right shoulder. Remember to breathe here. Keep that left foot engaged, so flex it, toes to sky. Exhale, start to release. We'll inhale to the center. Uncross. And let's work the opposite side. So we'll turn this way so you can see how the body looks from this side. So we're going to bring our left foot over the right leg. We're going to engage that right foot. So flex it. Get your sit bones heavily rooted. Take that right arm around. Let it hug the left knee in. Let's begin to twist our torso to the left. Left arm up on your inhale. And exhale. Bring that left arm behind you like a second spine. Sit up nice and tall when you're breathing in. And exhale, twist. Maybe looking over left shoulder. Exhale, find the release, and we'll inhale to the center. Okay, we're gonna uncross, and then just work onto your back. Once you're on your back side, just draw your knees and hug them in. Maybe rock a little, side to side, front to back. Listen to the body, do what feels right. As you exhale, feet down to mat. Okay, we're going to work through bridge, bringing movement, so dynamic bridge. Let your arms rest right by your body, palms down. Keep your feet hips distance apart, okay? They don't need to come all the way up by your bottom, okay? We just want them a little bit closer into the body. Tuck your chin in slightly. As you inhale, hips are going to come up and arms are going to lift above the head. Exhale, everything's going to release back down. Inhale, hips and arms lift. And we exhale, releasing everything back down. Couple more. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, releasing slow. Inhale and lifting up. And we exhale, releasing down. One more time. Just pause for a breath here. We'll work into full bridge. So arms by the body, palms down, tuck the chin in slightly. Now when we work into bridge, the main thing here is engagement of quads, the rooting in of the four corners of the feet, a slight engagement from glutes, okay? So we have to have that engagement to protect our low back, okay? It's very important. Also, once we're up in bridge, do not move your head. So a lot of people like to come up in bridge and then they want to look around at other people. Say if you were in a class, you can do some damage to your neck. So please make sure that you keep your head just as it is. So go ahead and take a full breath. On the inhale, hips come up. And we come slightly onto the tops of our shoulders, okay? Draw your chest towards your chin. Remember, glutes slightly engaged, quads strong, feet are heavily rooted. Find the breath. Now inhale, reach the arms above the head. And exhale, slowly release the bridge out. Once the hips are on the mat, hug the knees. Let's draw them in. Maybe rock a little, massage through the spine. You could also rock front to back. Sometimes I like to do that instead of side to side, just listening to what works for the body today. before we come into Shavasana, taking time for inversion. It does not need to be a headstand or a handstand. If that's part of your practice and you're solid in those postures, you can go right ahead and do that. For myself, I just like basic inversions, okay? So maybe just simply lifting my legs up in the air, putting my hands underneath the low back, flexing through my feet. This is enough for me some days. Other days I like to come up into maybe a shoulder stand or a plow. But for today, maybe just stay here. You could also just do this, but with your legs up against the wall. A few breaths. Exhaling, point the toes. Let your inversion release. Working into final rest, Shavasana. So just let the body surrender. Let your feet flap open to the sides. Rest your arms by your body, palms to the sky. It's going to help your shoulders kind of let go and relax. Tuck the chin in slightly. And if you're comfortable, just closing the eyes. The mind will be your biggest challenge here in Shavasana. Acknowledge any thoughts that come up in Shavasana. Don't ignore them. Feel what you need to feel, but then come back to your practice. Maybe you're just repeating in the mind today, I am enough. Allowing the forehead space to soften and make sure the jaw is soft and relaxed. Just let your body melt into the mat. Allowing the fingers and the toes to begin to wiggle. Circle out your wrists, your ankles. We'll bend the knees and roll onto the right side of the body. And just meet in the fetal position. So use your head as a pillow. And let the body remain heavy. And we'll meet up on our seat. Allowing your sit bones to root. Lengthening from our tailbone up through the crown of our head. Opening up through our shoulders, maybe palms to sky. Let's take a couple breaths here. Let's bring our hands into prayer, pressing the thumbs gently into sternum. Maybe just repeating after me. You don't have to, or maybe just repeating this in the mind, but maybe speaking it aloud as well. My heart feels happy and free. All is well in my world. My heart feels happy and free. All is well in my world. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Thank you so much, everyone.